Hey, what's up, my uplifting life partners? This is Ron Simplified Myers. For those of you, this is your first time hearing me speak. First, let me say welcome and thank you for the support. I'm the author of the book, The Relationship Success Handbook. Get rid of your problems, not your partner. Now, the topic I wanted to talk about today is social distancing. We know we're being told to stay apart from each other from a physical perspective because of the coronavirus. And my concern with that, and folks, don't misinterpret anything I'm saying. Be responsible, and make sure you keep everyone safe, and do your distances from others, and whatever things you feel are accurate that you need to be doing at this time. My concern is that you don't lose the human part of who you are. Built inside of social distancing is the ability to become self-absorbed. You guys know I teach. There's, like people will say selfish versus self-absorbed, and I've done a video on that. Selfish to me is something that you need to take care of yourself. You need to, you got to be a priority, which that's why I said in this case, the things that you need to do to make sure you keep your health in check. I'm for that. Self-absorbed is when you start to believe you're the center and the world revolves around you. And the only thing that you ever think about or focus on is you. Folks, we got to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm watching the way that people are, like the homeless. People have their, whatever your feel is on the homeless, that's on you. But you're seeing it even more now, where people just, like if they come near a restaurant, anyone that works at the restaurant is instantly like, go, with you know what I'm saying, with almost like a, the human element is pretty much gone. They're looking at them like a villain and as a monster and someone who's there to attack and destroy them. And that's the way that they're coming across to the person. I'm watching, I've even seen police pull up on people that are standing at the street, that usually do the signs and stuff. And they're telling them, to go, and I'm watching that, and we know we had some of that anyway, but you can see the intensifying of it. You're watching, like me, for example, I just drove someone to Palmdale, which is a couple hours away from where I live, and I'm never in Palmdale, but I have a cousin that lives in Palmdale, but I can't go see her because she's in the quarantine. That's what she's doing right now. My parents, who live down the street from me, can't go see them because they're quarantining. And I know, folks, I'm sharing with you stuff that you're all experiencing. You're all going through this, so you know what it's about. But what I'm saying is, don't get to the point where it's all about you and your only thing is your safety, and you're not concerned about what's going on in other people's homes, including your family, and what's happening with them. This is a time that a lot of people, we talk about holidays where people feel lonely because they're not with someone. Folks, this time, what's going on right now, I mean, that loneliness on holidays is nothing compared to what people are feeling right now. Because on a holiday, it's that day. You just got to get through it. And we know there's people that take their life on those days because of the fact they feel so lonely, and it's a very depressing day. Folks, now we're telling people for weeks they're going to be alone. Maybe months, depending on, what it actually ends up happening. For people that don't have anyone and they're going to go through this by themselves, folks, that's right. Me, for example, I don't have anyone that I'm dating or in a relationship right now. So I could be one of those people that's sitting at the house lonely with no one. I could end up in that situation. Right now, my nephew's there, but we'll see how he decides to, play it if we get to that point where you have to stay a certain spot, if I'll be the place or somewhere else. But bottom line is, but I'm in that position where if he does go somewhere else, then I'll be that person sitting at home by themselves, going through this whole crisis. And folks, I'm not telling you this to feel sorry for me, because those that know me know I have a positive outlook on life, and I'm going to make it through. I'm not a person you ever have to worry about, what is he going to, you ain't got to worry about that. I love me and I love life way too much for that to happen. And I'm a person can do videos, and I can do projects, and I can do things that keep me totally occupied. So I'm not telling you that to share where I'm at for you for the empathy or sympathy or any of that. I'm just telling you there's people that aren't like me in terms of the way they see the world. And those people are going to have to fight through this by themselves. We need to remember that. And that's why I'm saying remember the human element. Call friends and family. Keep in contact with them. We may not do the physical stuff, but don't disconnect emotionally. Stay human. Call them up. Especially the ones that are out here fighting this battle by themselves. Make sure you not just talk to them on the phone, FaceTime them so they can actually see another human being and interact. And I'm not talking about the TV, because who knows what's going to happen with that. They might decide that the people that are working the cameras and all other stuff at the stations and all that, they got to stay home too, so you don't even have that to look at. Who knows, phones could end up that way too. I don't know. We have no idea how far or where this thing is going to reach. But the bottom line is, I'm just saying, folks, at least while we have the capability, do not lose the human element and start to detach and looking at everyone as an enemy, and everyone is out to get you, and everyone is, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen it at the restaurants, the ones where you can still go inside even though you can't sit down. Everybody's like, ooh, 6 feet, and you can see people walk around the other aisle or whatever if you go in a store just to get away from you and all that. And folks, again, I'm not telling you not to do the distancing. You have to do what you believe is right. I'm just saying, be careful of the changing of your mindset to where you get to a point where you're so disconnected from the human race that you stop being a human being. And folks, I don't know, there's all kind of different things people tell you what's going on, the different scenarios, all the different reasons why this is happening, and it has nothing to do with the virus. Folks, I'm not telling you if any of that stuff is real or what to believe. But one thing I do know, the easiest way to defeat people is to have them against each other. Is to have them, where people are not in unison. It's the easiest way to conquer a race, a breed of people, whatever it is. The easiest way to destroy them is to make sure they're not connected. I talk about that in relationships. I tell people, the number one thing in a relationship, the key word is commitment. You have to be committed. That is the only reason that people get divorced. I know people will give me all the different reasons and justifications. There's only one reason you ever get divorced, because you're not committed to the person that's across from you. If you have two committed people, you will fight through every battle together. And as soon as that connection is broken, where they're not on the same squad, divorce is right around the corner. And so my plea to you, and I'm saying that in this video, is the exact same thing. The easiest way to conquer people is to get them to self-destruct by not trusting each other, by not having each other's back. Folks, do not let that happen. And again, I'm not trying to tell you what's happening, what's not happening. I don't know. I have no clue where all this is headed. But what I do want to say, and the whole point of this video, do not stop being a human being. I tell people all the time, I'm a person, I don't get caught in that. I'm not running from you. I'm not trying to keep a distance from you. I don't have that issue. If you don't want to be near me, I'm not trying to run up to you and hug you. I'm not doing that. That's not, like I said, I respect people's space. I respect what people are doing. I refuse to stop being a human being. I've told people, before I stop being human, I would rather be dead. And I hope my point comes across pretty strong, because it's exactly how I feel. Folks, please, I'm begging you, do not allow anyone to break you to the point to where you stop being human. And as you guys know, it ain't right, it ain't wrong. It is my opinion. Please make sure you stay in contact with your loved ones and do not let the world make you into an animal. I love you all, and stay safe, stay well, and I'll talk to you later.